We finally got the top 10 best weapons on the game. I cannot wait to dive right into this video, but this video is long overdue. We talking about the top 10 best weapons in MW3. This collab setups, this build are all season 5 builds. These are all brand new builds, and you guys gonna see how overpowered and most of these weapons are broken, and some of these are meta weapons. If your weapons did not made it on the top 10, or if it did and it's placed wrong in the list, I guess based on your opinion, remember, this is my opinion, this is my list, do not take it personal. Now I know we're gonna have the ranking a little bit different, but that's fine. I just want to show you guys what my ranking is. Now if you guys have something different, let me know in the comments down below. Let's be positive. Also, we're gonna show you guys 5 honorable mention at the end of the video, 5 weapons that deserve to be on the top 10. But anyway, we got number 10, the Lashman Shroud. This is one of the weapons that was discovered, I believe, in season 5 or probably season 4 reload. This weapon actually became one of the most powerful weapons that a lot of people was like, yo, this is a secret hidden SMG, because this thing got a buff. It got a conversion kit that turns this weapon from a burst weapon to a full automatic. The damage output went absolutely off the roof. I mean, this thing was doing so much damage, it was insane. As you can see right here, this thing deletes zombies faster than my kids eating candy. Like I keep saying, this thing is crazy. Now, one of the things that made this weapon super overpowered is the mobility combined with the fire rate and the damage output. The only reason why this one's number 10 is because the ammo capacity is so bad, you guys. We're talking about the reserve is so low, you're gonna run out of ammo really fast. But since it does a lot of damage, we actually put it here as opposed to some of the other weapons that deserve to be here. The next weapon is going to be number 9, the Renetti pistol. Now, what can we not say about the Renetti pistol? The Renetti pistol is one of those weapons that it was a meta at some point. Everybody was running the Renetti pistol because the conversion kit turns this weapon from a regular pistol to a full automatic SMG. High fire rate, nice damage output, mobility is great. You get 100 rounds with this weapon. The ammo reserve is good. I mean, this weapon is so overpowered. You're able to move, and this weapon will carry you through the red zone. This weapon is one of the best weapons. It did get nerfed in Warzone, but not here in zombies. This weapon is good. It's one of the best weapons in the game. It used to be a meta, like I said, but it's not as good as the next weapon. So now the build that we're running on the Renetti pistol, you guys are actually gonna like it. Now you can go ahead and switch the optic for this weapon if you want. It is good the way it is right now, but like I said, this is one of my favorite weapons. You guys definitely gonna like this build. The next weapon is the ISO Hemlock. What made this weapon special is that this is one of the most high damage weapons in the game right now. It has 18% extra damage as far as headshot damage when you use the black fragile ammo. Now this weapon is so OP, a lot of people don't even know about this weapon. It's one of those secret weapons that when people start using it, they'll be like, yo, where has this weapon been the whole entire time? Now this weapon has a high recoil, but you can compensate this with a new build that we got for the season 5. This is one of the best weapons in the game, and it has very high damage output. Like I mentioned earlier, with every single attachment that we put in this weapon, this thing becomes absolutely monster. You guys definitely gonna be impressed with this weapon. You kill megas, you kill disciples, mimics, pretty much any boss in here pretty fast, because with the critical hit damage combined with the black fragile ammo, this thing really hits really hard, and a lot of people have not taken notice of this weapon. But the next weapon, we got the new updated Rival 9. This is the Rival 9 with the Jackhead Hunter conversion kit, and this weapon does a lot of damage to the bosses. We're talking about the mega disciples, pretty much, you know, like the mimics. And as far as like just carrying you through the red zone, this thing is easily one of the best weapons in the game. This thing recently got updated. You able to put now the quartermaster suppressor. Now if you guys didn't know, this thing got a buff multiple times before, where the new conversion kit actually has a higher fire rate. So that combined with the quartermaster suppressor that we just updated with this weapon, this thing is a monster. We're talking about 1 burst kill, high damage output, you shoot really fast, enough ammo capacity, ADS is good. I mean, what else do you need on this one? Now one thing I can say about this weapon that a lot of people still don't know about, when season 4 came out, this weapon had got a buff, which it had increased the fire rate, and this thing damage was already insane. So they improved fire rate on this thing using the new build with the 2 new attachments. Pretty much your accuracy, your ADS, plus the fire rate, plus the damage. This thing is incredible. Definitely go ahead and use this weapon. Next weapon is number 5 on my list, the M4. M4. I know you guys are like, what? Okay, wait. Give me a second to explain. Yes, and I moved the M4 from wherever it was before to what it is now. So this is what we did. So we moved the M4 back to what it was before because we had some new evidence that we just did not have before. So we got the M4 at number 6, and this is a test that we did last time. So 5 shots to the chest and 4 shots to the head versus the M4 having 4 shots to the chest and only 3 shots in the head. So we determined that the M4 was better because it does more damage and the fire rate was similar. What we did not take into account was that the FR Advancer actually has 120 rounds versus the M4 only having 90 rounds. And just to make it clear, yes, you can have 120 rounds with an M4 when you pack a punch if you start with 60 rounds on the magazine from the get-go. What I'm saying is based on this build that we got right here, this build, so you can have 0 recoil and everything is perfect based on the class setup that we got. You can only put 45 rounds to make this weapon feels like this. Now the reason we had it ahead last time was because he had more damage based on the buff that this weapon got. Also because the 2 attachments that you can put in here, the quartermaster and the paracord, you can make this weapon absolutely monster. Now let me start with the number 5, the FR Advancer. Now this weapon needs no introduction as far as like how of a laser this weapon is. This weapon can become almost a 0 recoil weapon. It has massive amount of damage as well compared to the M4. It's similar based on damage. If not, most people think this one does more damage. This weapon was one of the weapons that when a new story mission came out for season 5 Reload, the final Dark Aether, a lot of people was actually running this weapon to defeat the final boss. That's how good this weapon is right here. So again, 120 rounds, 90 rounds on the reserve, and then basically a laser weapon. This thing is insane. ADS is actually pretty good as well. Great mobility. The FR Advancer is one of those weapons that just people just get bored of using because it is that good. This weapon will carry you to the Dark Aether, red zone, everything. But the next weapon, we got the crossbow. This thing right here is by far one of the most broken weapons in the game. A lot of people don't run this weapon either because it's already boring, yo. There's so many new weapons that people just want to go ahead and experience with because we want to discover other weapons. This thing is so deadly, it can delete zombies like it's nothing. We're talking about deleting so many zombies when they're all together. A crowd of zombies. This thing got explosive rounds and it destroy a crowd of zombies, like I say, really fast. I mean, one of the special things about this weapon is that once you pack punch this weapon, which I know you guys already know this, if you guys speak cola as well, this thing gonna reload and you able to keep spamming on the zombies so fast. I mean, look at this. This thing is gonna, you can attach 3 bows into a target and they just gonna blow up regardless. This thing is so deadly. You guys definitely use this for the Dark Aether and other things. Now the crazy thing about this weapon is once you put the dead wire detonator, this thing becomes even better. So this thing is already a top weapon without the dead wire detonator. You put the dead wire detonator, this thing just go to another level. The next one is number 3, the Reclaimer 18. What can I say though? I mean, this is like the most broken weapon in the game. I love the FJX. I'll put the FJX over this one any day out of the week. But this thing is a one-hit kill, man. Once you pack punch this weapon, pack a punch level 2, yo. Pack a punch level 2 is a one-hit kill in the red zone. I mean, how crazy is that? How many weapons a pack a punch level 2 are a one-hit kill in the red zone? This thing does that. On top of that, this thing has a really great ADS speed, so you can ADS down as fast as you can. And as far as like the disciples and the mimic and even the mega abomination, this thing is gonna destroy no matter what. Now recently they dropped an aftermarket power attachment for the Reclaimer shotgun, so this weapon is not the one you should be running. You should be running the single one because this one has mixed reviews. Some people like it, some people don't, but you should only be running the single one. A lot of people use this weapon in their unstable rift because you're able to actually kill bosses with this thing. But look how fast we're able to get rid of a large amount of zombies. I mean, come on now. This is one of the best weapons in the game. You can't go wrong with this one being on 1, 2, or 3, but this is definitely a top 3 weapon in the game. I was gonna put this one on 1, but I can't. deny. The next weapon, number 2, we got the FJX build. This build right here is the season 5 reload build. As you can see right here, we're showing you guys 5 different categories for the FJX. Recently we dropped a video showcasing 5 different builds for the FJX, so we're gonna drop that link at the end of the video. So if you guys want to see every single build for that weapon for this class, I'm gonna go ahead and drop it on the link. The FJX is definitely OP, and we're gonna show you guys a glimpse of those build and why this weapon is definitely OP. This one is number 2, the OG FJX. Recently we talking about the OG FJX might be better, so we had to show you guys this build. This OG build with the 2 new attachments. So it's the OG, but we're gonna be using the 2 new attachment, the quartermaster suppressor, and we're gonna use the paracord grip, the on the barrel attachment. This thing becomes an absolutely monster by combining ADS speed and sprint to fire speed, and on top of that, since you do not have the conversion kit, basically your fire rate do not go down. All around class that I will build this thing in season 4 reload, and I mean this thing was already a top 3 weapon in zombies. I mean, some people had on number 2, some people had on number 3. I had on number 1 for a minute because of this build right here. Now this thing has 0 recoil because everything that we put in this weapon literally focuses on recoil, mobility, ADS speed, so it works perfect on all directions. Now this weapon is very addictive. If you guys start using this class setup, I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna like this class setup. You ain't gonna want to use nothing else. This thing is a laser. I call this thing a laser sometimes because you're able to snap from target to target, get a critical hit damage. Your ADS is always going to be perfect. Your recoil accuracy is going to be intact. Now once you put the deadshot perk on this thing, look at this, we got 900 rounds on the reserve. On top of that, we got 100 and plus on the ammo mag, and this thing fires so fast. You're able to run and gun. The ADS is pretty much like almost the fastest out there, and it does so much damage to the Mega Abomination, Disciples, the Mimic. I mean, this thing erased so fast, which is why this weapon was always the meta. It's still the meta in some people's mind. This is still the best weapon on the game, number 1. It's a debate on 1, 2, or 3 to be honest, but again, this thing with the new build, this is amazing. I'm trying to tell you guys, this thing is a laser. This thing got no recoil. When I mean 0 recoil, look at this, it's an instant kill when you get the crit damage, y'all. So the next weapon, which is the FTAC Siege. Oh my god, this thing last season was number 1, still number 1. I know we have said the FJX was number 1. Well, technically we put the FJX number 1, we put this one on 0, which is before number 1. But the reason why I put this one over the FJX and the Reclaimer, because this thing fires so fast. It already does as much damage as the FJX, but it fires faster. On top of that, you get 144 rounds on this weapon, more than the Reclaimer, more than the FJX. So this thing, you're able to actually like shoot like a whole bunch of zombies and not have to worry about reloading. If you put the micro holding on this thing becomes even a menace. This is the ultimate meta right now. This thing erased so fast, so quick. Definitely use this weapon right now. I mean, enough. Now there's so many weapons out there that we try to use, and we try to say, oh, this weapon is broken, or this weapon is a meta. But when you're talking about the fastest shooting weapon in the game right now, this thing shoots so fast, you guys. It's not even funny. It's not even a joke. This thing is crazy. You guys won't believe how good this weapon is. This weapon has the highest fire rate in the pistol category. This is the FTAC Siege, and by far the most overpowered weapon as far as the meta class. This thing is insane. Now we got a new build for you guys, never before done. So as far as this build, which is the brand new build, we're gonna go ahead and show you guys this build right here. Now the other build, because a lot of people like the other build, we're gonna show you that one as well at the end of the video. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and man, let's get into the class setup, y'all. With that being said, that's the top 10 best weapons on the game. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now let's go ahead and go on the class setup. This is the build that we got. This is the season 5 for the FTAC Siege. New build that we got. I mean, look at this weapon, y'all. Look at this weapon. I don't think anybody ever built this weapon like that. Now we're gonna go ahead and show you guys the next weapon, and this is the Reclaimer shotgun, the Reclaimer 18. So we got the 12 gauge slot, we got the center master grip, the point G3P. Right here we got the FJX new season 5. That's what I call it. This thing just look weird. This is the build that we got for season 5. So with the new conversion kit, obviously you get that extra damage range, better recoil control. That's how you made this weapon pretty much like a laser. Now the next one obviously is the crossbow. This is a new build. I pretty much changed, I believe, 1 or 2 attachments in here from the previous video. Again, this is a season 5. Right here we got another season 5 build, the Lashman Shroud. This thing got basically the paracord grip on this now, and then we added, I believe, 1 more attachment on this weapon. This is a conversion kit that's going to turn the weapon to full automatic. The next one is going to be the M4. So right here, the 2 new attachments on this weapon, the quartermaster suppressor and the paracord grip. These 2 attachments, you get ADS and you get accuracy and recoil, and then you get damage range with the barrel. So pretty much everything in here is legit. Also, the glassless optic is going to give you a better aiming and stability, to be honest. That's why I'm able to shoot like very steady. Right here we got the black fragile. Now I know I have said the blackout rounds, but technically this is actually the one I meant to say. It's not the blackout. This one gives you that 18% extra on headshot damage. You got 45 rounds and the paracord grip on this thing. This weapon is really good. This one is going to give you more recoil control on top of that bullet velocity, damage range, and all that stuff. So anyway, this is the build for the ISO hemlock, and then we got the jack glass leg optic that's going to give you the, you know, the sway. Now if you guys want more ADS, I would suggest maybe getting rid of the optic and maybe putting this, you know, laser, just to get the ADS speed better, but it's gonna have a little more recoil. The next one is gonna be the FR Advancer. I mean, this thing using the paracord grip, this is a new season 5, and the quartermaster. I mean, now you got ADS, you got accuracy, you got recoil, you got effective damage range with that attachment right here with the barrel, minimal damage range. I mean, this thing is insane. I mean, so many people will put this weapon in the top 5. I just don't use this weapon all the time like a lot of people did. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the next one is going to be the Rival 9. So the Rival 9, this one, obviously you're going to have the Jack Headhunter conversion kit. This is what I was talking about, this thing right here. You get a sprint to fire speed, ADS movement speed, and a movement speed. So that's all mobility and, you know, ADS and all that. But you get horizontal recoil control. So that's pretty much like, you don't really get this type of stuff with a lot of things. I mean, this right here gives you 15%, so that's huge. And then the quartermaster suppressor, this is what I'm talking about. This thing focuses on recoil control, horizontal recoil control is huge, 23%. Because this weapon vertical is good already, you know what I'm saying? And then this right here is for you aiming stability. So we switched the optic as well, and then obviously these 2 attachments are the same. Here we got the Renetti pistol. We couldn't add the barrel, the new barrel for this one. It didn't have it for whatever reason, and it didn't have the new on the barrel either. So we had to build this weapon like this. But anyway, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, y'all. We're in the road to 15,000 subscribers. We'll see you guys next time. For anybody questioning some of this weapon not making it to the top 10, we got the Ring 9. This weapon definitely deserves to be here. The MCW, you guys already know this is one of the best ARs in the game. And then we got the Holger 556. This thing with the conversion kit is insane, you guys. And then we got the STG 44 that was introduced in season 5. This thing right here is a monster. And then we got the WSP Swan with the conversion kit, which we got a video coming out with this thing because this thing feels even better. And then obviously the RGL 80. But anyway, drop a like, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.